Hi, this is Rock, RKSL Studios. This is the Typhoon 2.6 pre-release video. So guess what's coming, guys? You've seen a lot of stuff from on the Whip Wednesdays. This is not me being lazy really, but this is just showing off a little bit of the Red 4 stuff. It's a bit of a teaser for what's coming soon. Red 4 Typhoon Air Superiority version 2. Nice, lots of Op 4 weapons. There's a few more tweaks to come. We are literally in the final days of testing. There are just a few niggly little things that are yet to be changed. Say this particular build, this is about 2.54, I think. 2.6 will be the final, but I don't want to get a speeding ticket. I need to come off the afterburner. Right, this progression from the publicly available beta at the minute, which is about 1.15 or something in the build standard, to this is 2.54 something at the minute. It is a huge leap. There are over 500 changes. There's texture improvements. There's slight change in the mapping. Improved scripts. There's a change to the flare system. Massive improvement in the HUDs. This has been covered quite a lot in previous videos and previous Whip Wednesday updates. So I apologise if I'm kind of going over old ground. Currently, the internal team has it, as does the trusted group that we have. Right now, this represents like the last year's worth of work of slowly slogging through a lot of bugs. The proxy doubling bug killed us for a very long time, or killed me. I'll stop waffling for a second so the afterburner cuts in. There you go. Popping a few flares off. The flare system, if you have tried to put the flare system in any other add-on previously, you would have had great difficulty. The new version of flares will break the old system. I would recommend using the new version, largely because there is so many problems with the old version. We found that it was an issue spawning planes and things, caused some server lag. That was replaced in a system in the 2.35 system. This is now 2.4 or 2.04 system, RKSL system. There's quite a huge number of differences in it. It will be required. I'm not a great fan of the BIS flare system. At least with the RKSL one, there is the possibility of getting hit even though the flare doesn't, it doesn't kick off in the flare. The BIS system just tweaks the direction of the missile, whereas the RKSL system breaks the lock, but if you don't maneuver, there is a chance you can still get hit. It is a very efficient system in that it is very easy to miss, but if you position your plane properly, use the right tactics, you can get a hit, mostly from tail chasing. As you can see, I'm spending missiles and there are flares popping off. I should say one of the changes, the 500 massive changes, is how the... Oh, my gun's stuck for some reason. Don't understand that, but sorry. This is really off the cuff. Right, one of the changes is the flight model has been dampened down a bit. So this version is not quite as agile as the beta, but it also means that the AI can now fly it much more easily. It's much more effective when it comes to being in combat with them. So it's bad news if you're on the receiving end. It's good news if you didn't want your AI pilot shot down in the first 2 seconds of your mission. They also now fly a lot more stably. They don't crash into hills so much on dives. They don't find themselves going out of control in spins, trying to evade a missile or something. Anyway, oh, what else can I go up onto this? We swapped to a, there you go, nice little kill. It's the R77, probably a bit close range. It's spinning out of control. Oh, trying to get the external view. Yeah, there's a new damage model as well, I should say. It's all in line with the Arma 2 Combined Operations standards, model standards. The cockpit's changed a lot. We've covered this in previous updates, but it's all class MFD controlled now. As you can see, there's little bits of displays and things. Arma 3, I have to mention this. Please guys, do not put this thing in Arma 3 and expect it to work. Unless you're using like the all-in Arma mod thing that Kuju's come up with, it isn't going to work. Don't email me, don't PM me saying that you want it fixed. It's not going to be fixed. This version is purely for Arma 2 CO. The next version, which is an entirely new model, there is nothing common with the old one, will be for Arma 3, and that will be released fairly soon-ish because the model's already about 78%. As much as I respect BIS and I think Arma 3 will be a good product, it is an alpha right now. There are so many things that it does not do that Arma 2 does do. So, you know, I don't think it's particularly fair to expect me to fix this or to make it work in Arma 3 when the core game doesn't work properly for planes like this anyway. Used a lot of missiles to kill that those two planes, but what the hell. Right, what can I say? Yeah, please just respect the rules. Don't DPBO it, don't fuck around with it. And then email me telling me that, you know, I've got to fix this and what I've done wrong. It isn't an Arma 3 add-on at all. End of. You know, leave it alone. Right. Yeah, sorry, someone's just telling me off in the background for swearing. I apologise for swearing. Right. What else? There's a lot of things I was going to cover on this, but I've typically not done this. Oh yeah, right. We've added a couple of extra features. You can see there's some wreckage. When the dead Typhoon hits the ground, it now breaks apart into several other bits. Just added extra cool, funky feature. We still don't support ACE, so don't ask. As a punch in the teeth often offends. What else? Oh, bitching Betty. Yeah, she always pipes up. I have tweaked the difference, the thresholds down quite a bit, but the pull-up, you still get warnings if you are at over a certain speed at a certain angle, and that is very easy to achieve. Moral of the story is don't fly so low that you're going to hit the floor, or you can just turn it off in the action menu. Wait, blah blah blah. There's so many things I should say. Not entirely sure where I'm going with all of this. Waffle, 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 waffle. Right. Okay, this does represent the final Typhoon release, or the Typhoon core release for Arma 2. There will be some fixes to the plugins. There are currently, I think, 7 or 8 plugins, national plugins for the Typhoon. Obviously Britain, Germany, Spain, Italy being the partner nations for Eurofighter, but there are also Austria, Saudi Arabia, Oman. Help me out, somebody tell me what. There's other plugins, I can't remember. There's so many, there's so much going on. Most of the plugins are made by Mike by the 12th Monkey, who has turned into something of a texture fiend. He's made loads of plugins. The squadrons, especially the Italian and Spanish and German squadrons, he's done wonders with. He's gone into far more detail than I ever would have. He's researched everything. He's got the appropriate textures, right colouring. I was quite happy to release a default sort of texture and then release the PSD and say make your own, guys. But Mike's just gone, that little bit further and done a wonderful job. So thank you very much, Mike. Thank you very much, the 12th Monkey. We will release a texture template for this. Again, the 12 Monkey's done himself proud. In a previous whip update, you've seen lots of alternatives and different skins, so that will be available for people to tweak and paint and do whatever they want. We'll also provide a config and texture template, so we can show you how to make your own plugins for the Typhoon core. The Typhoon core is essentially a quiet PBO, a silent PBO. If you don't have a plugin running, it will not load. You won't see anything in the editor at all. If you choose to use different flares and things like that, you can do that in a config. If someone wants to write an ACE compatible config, let them. They can do it. That's not a problem. I have no issue with that. Just don't edit the original files, because it causes so many problems for me, or for us I should say, in supporting the add-ons. Okay, thanks very much for watching, guys. Really appreciate your support over the last few years, and I appreciate your patience about this update. It has taken an embarrassing length of time, but again, want to say thank you very much. I've got to say a very special thank you to UNN and the 12th Monkey. They've both been amazing over the years, finding bugs, helping me with motivation as much as anything else. But with UNN for fixing or writing all the scripts that make my manic ideas, or mad ideas I should say, into reality. So thanks, guys, I really appreciate it. And next time we meet up, I'm buying the beer, apparently. Anyway, have fun, thanks a lot, and in a couple of weeks you'll have a Typhoon. Bye bye.